online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
At Courts, we know mom is not just mom. She's not the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast type of mom. She's much more. We have great gifts to help you show your appreciation. Starting at $29 and unbeatable savings across the store. 25% off. Small appliances, 30% off. Rugs and accessories. Get a new mattress and save 20% off the base. Plus, you can shop for her today and pay later. So, let's celebrate mom because she's much more. Courts, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, Flow has been named the official telecommunications supporter for the ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup in the Caribbean. This announcement was made by Flow's senior marketing manager Nicola Williams-Rogers during the official launch of the company's carnival campaign dubbed This Is We. Mrs. Williams-Rogers, during the announcement, highlighted their support of culture in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as well as their support for cricket and what it means to Vincentians. We hear more from Flow's senior marketing manager.
Flow has been named the official exclusive telecommunication supporter in the Caribbean for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Cricket 2024. It is a big win for us. You know, this year we are giving you, as we usually do, we come out big, bold, and powerful to support culture because it means something to the people of St. Vincent. But cricket means a whole lot to us too. So we have, as a company, put our weight behind both. So this year we're taking you way beyond the boundaries.
That was Flow's senior marketing manager, Mrs. Nicola Williams-Rogers. The 2024 ICC Men's T20 World Cup will be the 9th edition of the T20 World Cup, a biennial 2020 international cricket tournament contested by men's national teams and organized by the International Cricket Council. It is scheduled to be co-hosted by the West Indies and the United States from June 1st to 29th, 2024. 3 matches are set to be played here in SVG, with the first of those matches taking place on June 13th at the Arnesville Stadium. That match will see Bangladesh take on the Netherlands. The main objective of the recently launched Association of Vincentian Soccer Artists, AVSA, is to develop, advance, and unify the soccer industry here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is according to AVSA committee member Elrico Hunt during his recent appearance on WEFM's Activated Mornings program. He discussed the advantages and opportunities that a united front for soccer artists would present. We hear more from Mr. Hunt.
The development, the art form itself seems to be dwindling a bit, you understand? And the youths that are coming up are not connected to what was before so that they could blend what was before with what they have now, you understand? So AVSA main objective is to develop, advance, and unify the soccer industry of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Like, we create one group for one voice, but it's not necessarily to say, because we started, it's our thing, we're doing it, that no, we want everybody's input and we put them together in one portfolio so that we can be able to go to the stakeholders, we go to the corporate St. Vincent, we go to the gatekeepers and have the conversation, because we can't just go and say 6, 7 of us just go there and say, boy, we were such and such thing, and look about that. They say, how much people you have with you? How much members do you have with you?
That was the Association of Vincentian Soccer Artists AVSA committee member Elrico Hunt. Mr. Hunt, during his appearance on the program, emphasized the value that there is in unity. AVSA recently had their official launch on April 30th at the Peace Memorial Hall. The association is led by President Chuwali Johnson. Still on the local scene, General Manager of the Central Water and Sewerage Authority, the CWSA, Winsbert Quo, is calling on Vincentians to change the way they use water. He asked for residents in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to make this change, especially in the dry season. The CWSA's general manager's call for Vincentians to change their water usage patterns comes amid an ongoing water rationing schedule activated by the authority. We hear more from Mr. Quo.
The phenomenon that I'm seeing happening is that when the water goes, as soon as it comes back, our behavior, we do the same things. What's highlighted as well is that during the dry season, we tend to want to use more water because it is dusty. So we want to wash our cars more. We want to water our lawns and our flowers. Some people want to even wash down their homes because of the dust. Now that's just exacerbating the problem. We need Vincentians to change the way you use water, particularly in the dry season.
That was the general manager of the Central Water and Sewerage Authority, Mr. Winsbert Quo. Mr. Quo lamented that persons have been engaging in activities such as the washing of their vehicles and power washing their homes, which involve the excessive use of water. He noted that while the CWSA will try to speak to persons about this misuse during a water shortage, he warned that the authority has the legislative power to restrict access to persons in the interest of public good. On to news in the region. For the first 3 months of this year, Trinidad and Tobago's Police Complaints Authority, the PCA, closed 144 complaints against police officers, most of which were due to insufficient evidence of misconduct or criminal conduct. According to a statement from the PCA, among the list of investigations, the authority closed 95 matters because there was insufficient evidence of a criminal conduct and or misconduct and or the matter was not viable. The authority explained further that 19 complainants failed to communicate and follow up with the PCA investigators, and 25 complainants elected to discontinue with their matters. In addition, the Trinidadian Authority noted that no action was taken in one matter because the police officer, who was the subject of the investigation, was already before a disciplinary tribunal in a pending trial. In another matter, the officer was already before the court in criminal proceedings. Further, the PCA said in one matter investigations also revealed that the subjects of allegations made by some citizens were in fact not police officers. Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness has declared that the issue of school violence has emerged as a matter of grave concern, particularly coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic. He said that there has been a noticeable change in the behavior of Jamaica's youth post-pandemic, noting that this phenomenon is not just in Jamaica. Given the increased incidence of violent confrontations at Jamaica's schools, the Prime Minister said he has directed the Education and Youth Ministry as well as the National Security Ministry to reassess the security situation at educational institutions. But immediately, all schools will be directed to review both their entry and search policies in order to stop weapons from passing undetected through the gates of the institutions. On the international scene, another staffer in United States President Joe Biden's administration has publicly resigned in protest of the U.S.'s continued support for Israel amid its war on Gaza, the Associated Press news agency has reported. Lily Greenberg, a special assistant to the Chief of Staff in the U.S. Interior Department, wrote in her resignation letter that she could not in good conscience continue to represent the administration. According to Al Jazeera, Call, who is Jewish, also condemned comments Biden has made since the Gaza war began in October, including one where he warned there wouldn't be a Jew in the world who was safe without the existence of Israel. She said that the U.S. president is making Jews the face of the American war machine, which she said is deeply wrong. A handful of Biden administration officials and appointees, including a former U.S. Army officer, have publicly stepped down over the U.S.'s Gaza policy since the conflict began on October 7th. Finally, in sports, Afghanistan's international Naveen Al-Haq will no longer join Hampshire Hawks for their T20 Blast campaign. Hampshire said that the paceman Naveen would not be joining due to unavoidable personal circumstances. The 24-year-old was due to join the Hawks for their final 6 group matches and would have been available for September's knockout stages. Naveen is seen as a T20 specialist with 216 wickets at an average of 24.09 across 179 appearances. More than 50 of those wickets came in 3 Blast stints with Leicestershire, and he has also featured in the Indian Premier League, Pakistan Super League, and SA20, among others. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 o'clock for WEFM's 3 p.m. news. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Your vision is our mission at Quartz Optical. Get 30% off frames and lenses, plus free eye test for all throughout Healthy Vision Month. Get that frame today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Your sight is our mission. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Special conditions apply.